Hello, it's Cindy the Jewelry Nurse, and this is take 2 on this video. Had to start the recording over because the middle end of recording, the dog started barking, and then of course my husband didn't know I was recording, so he started sounding like a sailor there, so starting over. Anyways, wanted to show you guys this Robert Lee Morris piece. Robert Lee Morris is one of my favorite designers. Usually his stuff is signed RLM, or sometimes, well, I'm trying to remember if I've ever seen it spelled out. Usually it's RLM Studios. But I love his stuff. I love his stuff because it is such a minimalist designs. He doesn't get real crazy and fancy, even when he uses a beautiful stone like a pull of light, which you've seen that ring that both Roberta and I have. He doesn't go crazy with the designs. There's something to be said about that. Of course, I love really intricate designs, but I do love his minimalist style. So I've had this necklace for a while, and I was pairing it with these earrings, but I bought these from Roe. These are Robert Lee Morris. These were not, but I think these pair a little better with it, and so I had to grab them. So I will now be doing a marriage. This has some copper, this does not, but I think it's such a great match for the piece. But if you prefer this better, then of course, you can switch them out, but I will offer that at auction. So if you are coming in to any of our auctions and you saw something on a preview or something that didn't sell at a previous auction, even if it's several weeks later, just ask, because we might still have it. You never know. Sometimes we'll put it out a couple of auctions in a row, and then if it doesn't sell, then we'll put it away and you may not see it for a little while. So always ask, you never know. Here is another Robert Lee Morris piece. These are just ones I have in front of me in the bag, so you can also see his sort of minimalist design on this one. There's how it's signed. Just says Spirit. Very, very heavy Rolo style bracelet. So all of this stuff is for sale, and that is one of the things people ask me about all the time, is how should I price something. Well, I base my prices on how much will the market bear is number one, but also how good is the quality, because I'm kind of a stickler about quality. I'm always talking about the quality. When something is, that's what I look for when I buy, is quality pieces. So if it is not complete absolute quality, the price is going to reflect that. If I don't think it is up to standards as something like a Robert Lee Morris or a Silpada or Carolyn Pollock's, one of those, of course the price is going to be a little lower. Also, the price is going to be affected by, does it have a real gemstone, or is it a CZ? Is it glass? So all those things affect the price. You just kind of have to get a feel for it and see what sells and what doesn't. It takes a little bit of experience, just doing it all the time, to get a good feel of what you can actually sell something for. So it's always hard to answer that question, because you may have someone in the auction that day that is looking for that particular piece. So they're going to outbid everybody to make sure they get it, and then other days it's just not something someone's interested in. So it really, really depends on the day and the piece. But I think in our auctions we try to be really fair. If you were looking for us last night, we did not go live, but we will be on live tonight, our normal time, probably closer to 8 o'clock tonight, because Roberta and I are going to be selling both Saturday and Sunday, as well as probably Elizabeth with us on Sunday. So we probably won't start until 8 o'clock tonight. But this is really pretty. I love the style of this ring. I love this ribbing. I don't think I see anything in it besides a 925. It is a size 8. No, it's Mexico, actually. I take that back. It is a Mexico piece, if I remember right. Oh, nope, I'm wrong. It just says 925, but it does kind of look like it was marked epoxy, but I think it is, and of course I will test it, but I think what they meant by epoxy is that it is a stabilized turquoise, but I will test that for turquoise later, but I do believe it's probably a stabilized turquoise, but very pretty, pretty ring. And I've got this piece. All of these pieces I'm showing now came from the same source. This is it's a little crossband, kind of reminds me of something James Avery would do. It is definitely not a James Avery. It's just kind of I've seen this similar cross in Avery work before. So it is done well, nice. Not a like really serious hefty band, but it is made well. Cute little James Avery look-alike. Okay, next I have, I bought these, it says Jasper on it, red Jasper. These are Mexico. Looks like they're about 10.1 grams, which means they're probably about 5 grams a piece. There's your mark there. I know that Mexico does do a lot of red Jasper pieces, but I am not seeing any black in this at all. So sometimes hard to tell. It could be just a dyed red coral, or it could be red Jasper. I don't see any black. So similar color when they dye it, that deep red on coral as the red Jasper. Usually there's some sort of black matrixing in the Jasper, which I'm not seeing on here, so who knows. And then again, I have this beautiful World War II aviator brooch. It's an aviation pen. It is sterling. So this, I am starting to really become a fan of World War II pieces. Let's see, it just says sterling. Looking to see if I see anything other than sterling on it. Yeah, I only see sterling. Oh, no, wait a minute. There's something up there too. Something New York, but it does have a mark on here. I can't remember what it said. I did research it a little bit, but I can't remember what that said. But beautiful piece though, and I am really starting to hoard these military pieces a little bit. I am a military wife, well, retired military wife. My husband is retired. So I have a little bit of special interest in those pieces. Sorry, my phone ringing there. Let me send a message letting him know I'm busy. Recording, I'll call you back when I'm done. I did get the W-2. Okay, so this is a Mexico bracelet, of course. You guys have probably seen many of these on our channel. These are so well done, so nice and hefty. This looks like a Mexico bracelet. I don't know if I see. Let me see what it says right there. Yep, there's your Mexico sign there. Instead of being on the back, it is on the loop. But these are quite nice, quite hefty bracelets. So if you can pick up one of these for under $100, you are doing good, because they are so worth it. And they go with this one in particular, the onyx, will go with almost anything. Alright, let's move on. So that's things that I bought at auction in the past week and a half or so, 2 weeks. This is stuff I just got from my gal in New York. Y'all may remember last year, no, year before, summer before, I went to upstate New York, to Kingston, New York, which is up by the Catskills, near Woodstock. Well, actually, I was in Woodstock, and I did do a little bit of sourcing in Woodstock. So this is all from my good friend Christina. So let's see, I have not looked at any of it yet. So let's look and see what I have. She always puts a few pieces of really nice costume in as a gift too. This I love. This sort of has a Southwest kind of flair to it. It's got that coral color seed beads, and then these are brass here. Very beautiful. Kind of reminds me of a Southwest piece for sure. I think it was meant to be Southwest, but this is absolutely gorgeous, and you can see it's got different colors of coral, almost a salmon color in it. Very beautiful. Thank you, Miss Christina. These, I am going to have to hit them with the needle. These are beautiful faceted beads. They are knotted. I'm going to have to look up closely to see whether these are glass or something else. Very sparkly, but I'll test those and I will let you know at auction. If you're interested though, ask me. Especially good item, the kind of thing I bring out on Wednesdays, but you can ask me about it any other time. Also, another beautiful piece from Christina. These beads on here are glass. You can see they've got that white, they're like a white with black over the top. I can't remember what those beads are called, but they do have a particular name. I just can't remember, but very pretty necklace. This is costume though. This is not sterling. So let me put those aside and get to the sterling. Like I said, I have not looked at any of this, so there could be almost anything in here. I have not even opened the bag, so let's do it. Always need chains. Let's see what this is. Wow, very beautiful St. Christopher's medal. These, I highly recommend researching these religious pieces and religious medals, because they actually, a lot of them are older. Not all of them, but a lot of them are older. And this one does look vintage, does look older. And they're often listed for a little more than you would think. And let's see how this one is signed. It does look like there's a signature on the back. Oh, it just says sterling. There's a couple of brands that do it, but it is marked sterling, so I do believe it's vintage, and it has one of these older style curb chains. These chains are definitely vintage when you see these. That probably was the original chain with the metal. Let's see what we have here. A couple of pendants. I am trying to untangle this without... Ah! You know what? This is signed Al. A little mortar. 1976. I graduated in 77, so If you graduated in 76, there you go. And it is a signed piece also. But again, I can't see what it says. And I have to do a cleaning to read that. But very cute. Very different. Why am I suddenly not focusing? Let me turn that light down a little bit and re-angle my camera. Cute though. So that is a vintage piece, I would guess at least made in 1976 or close to that. Another chain. Let's see what we have here. Ooh, that's pretty. Very delicate item. Kind of reminds me of my sister Jackie. She sort of likes this very feminine style like this. And let's see if it is a Ross Simon. It's not a Ross Simon, but it's a mark I have not ever seen before. A little 925 and then a big 5. So I'm thinking these are probably little diamonds though. They're not illusion. They are all stones. It's vermeil and sterling, but they look like possible diamonds. So I will check that. Almost looks like a fish kind of, doesn't it? Very cute. And another Omega. I think I got an Omega last week, so if you need Omegas, now's a good time to hit me up. I have an abundance of Omegas right now, and here is a rounded chain. I have not tested any of this, but it will be tested before I bring it out for auction tonight, so I am kind of in a time crunch because I got to get this video recorded and I need to get invoiced from last week. Okay, another braided piece and a couple of more chains, which is good. Always need chains. This is interesting. Very interesting. I love this. Let's see if this is signed. It's like a nugget, kind of. Oh, it's a cat. Yeah, it's a little kitty tag. And let's see what it says on the back. It doesn't say anything. It just has the kitty tag. So kind of remember somebody talking about this kitty tag recently, so if you recognize it, let me know. This almost looks like, kind of looks like some Israeli work here to me, the style. Beautiful though. But I don't see anything other than that kitty tag, so if you recognize that, let me know. It's made very well. The quality is good. Very cool though. And I even actually kind of like this ribbon, sort of. They have it on because it works with the piece. So I don't think I would like it as much on a regular chain. I think this ribbon really works. And of course that is something you can wash. Just do it, hand wash it gently of course, but you can clean the ribbon. It's a fabric sort of thing, so I think it can be gently washed, so you don't have to worry about someone else's DNA. So let me clear out this first little lot here. Okay, I was looking for a bag or something so I can find a bigger bag for this. Get it out of the way. There we go. There it is. Okay, second bag here is rings. Let's see what we got. This is interesting. I'm not real sure. This has a faux pearl. And the pearl has peeled on it, so I'm not 100% positive. Does look like silver, but this pearl needs to be replaced, and let me see there what I'm looking at. Okay, so it looked like there was a split there, but there's not. There's no split there. Pretty setting though, I'm just not sure if that is. Does have some stones on each side. They are there. Needs a serious cleanup. These might be glass. Does look like an older piece though. Oh, looky here, Roberta. Oh, it's missing a couple of stones, but is that not cute or what? Very pretty. Let's see if my machine is warmed up. It is, so let's see if this is amethyst or something else. This is a CZ. Kind of a handmade sort of. See a seam down there, but it doesn't look like it separates, so looks like they just put together two halves of the ring. Kind of interesting though. Just thicker band, but nothing signed. That's cute. That's an Avon ring, and it is a okay. What color is that? I think it's a ruby. It's going, yep, it's going, well, it's either a ruby or a sapphire, but it's going all the way to the ruby sapphire setting on the machine. But it is an Avon. Cute. You see the condition that they're often in when I get them. Okay, so I got a ring very similar to this last week, but it was bigger and heavier than this, but very similar setting and stone. The one I got last week I think was jet, but I'm not sure on this one. I don't have any place I can rub it right now. Let's see. Can't tell on that one. Can't rub it directly yet. Little tiny baby ring. That is an older vintage little baby ring. Somebody must have put it on there, and that is hardened up like a cast. Somebody had it, it's gauze material, and it looks like maybe they glued it on there. So that's going to be fun to get off there, but that is a very tiny baby ring. It is so small, it doesn't even fit on the thing. Probably it will be like a size 1, maybe 1.5 when I take this off. Another little tiny ring, and that looks like enameling in the middle there. I think it's meant to look like lapis, but another little tiny ring, but that one's a little bit misshapen. Needs a be reshaped, but that is a 4 1/4. So you're seeing things as I received them. Before I've tested or cleaned anything. This is actually signed DGS, all capital letters. And 925. Three little stones in the middle. I don't know that maker. I think I do have it, but I'm not familiar with it. This is pretty. That's very pretty. Gorgeous if you like, you know, a little more delicate pieces. Very. I'm gonna have to test those stones because they don't necessarily look like CZs or diamonds, but who knows? Let me test the stones. This is not signed at all, actually. I'm gonna have to test this. This almost looks like it could be white gold rather than sterling, but I will test it and make sure because I'm not 100% positive. Yeah, those are diamonds. So, those are diamonds. So, I think this might actually be an older little white gold wedding engagement ring. I'll have to look it over closer later and see if I'm missing a mark somewhere, but that is really nice. But those are testing as diamonds and they're good size. So yeah, I will test that and see if it's white gold. Okay. I don't see. I kept thinking this one very silpada looking, but kind of has a sort of Israeli look to it, but I am not seeing any mark indicating that. This is gorgeous. Oh, it's a spinner. I see now. I don't know how I missed that last spinner, but it is a pearl spinner. And it is actually a decent size. It's a 7 3/4. So good size on that one. And that feels like a real pearl. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning ring. And very unusual. Let me take this light down a little bit so you can see the pearl in it better, but unusual. Doesn't that look like a silpada, guys? But not signed silpada. Of course, I will check it over later and do a little bit of research. Could be an unsigned silpada, who knows? Alright, let's put these back in the bag. Okay, another little bag. Let's do the earrings here. I think these are earrings. Here are some pearls, little gray pearls. Always check, even these, check your hook, because sometimes you'll see that they are marked on the hook. If they're like a Nora or a Mikimoto or something like that, they'll be marked on the hook, so always check that out. Here is another little Nicki Butler style pair of earrings. These look like peridot. These are cute. I do not see any Nicki Butler mark though, but very cute. Obviously need a cleaning. These are kind of awesome. Clip-ons. These are Mexico. These are a good size. They're not huge and they're not real small. They're somewhere in the middle, and I can't wait to clean these because I think they are going to look awesome. Let me see here. Let's do a little bit of clean on one ear just to show you. Those are so cool. Beautiful clip-ons on those. Tesco earrings. Here's a really cool pair of heavier clips. Oh man, this one's got a bummer. I mean, not clips, but no idea what that is in the... They both have one, so obviously something is missing from these. What? I don't know. Is that odd or what? But these have a little bit of damage there. Too bad, because they would have been very nice. A little puffy. I'm wondering, oh, hold on, it almost looks like they had an electroform hole and somebody tried to cap it, is what my guess is going on here. Yeah, that's exactly, I believe, what happened, is these may have had a little electroform hole. Somebody tried to plug it and gave up. I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like. No, there's a seam, so they can't be electroform. So no idea what that is about. Mystery. These are gorgeous clip-ons. These are also signed Mexico. Nice stamp though. Stamped a little more clearly than they normally are, and it looks like it has a little mark after that 7. T-A, what's this, Tasco or Taxco, however you want to say it, and then 7 something, little fancy mark after that. But these are really, really cute. They've got a native Mexico look to them, very Southwest native look, so possibly a Mexico native, and that might be what that other little sign is at the end there. Put this on here, that's where those came from. Another pair of clip-ons. These have got little holes in them too, like electroform. Looks like they say 925 tie copyright. Just a pair of electroform button earrings. These are cool. These are very cool. I probably would put these on with and put a stopper on them, but I love these. These are awesome. Don't think I see any marks. Oh, wait a minute. They are marked. These are silpada. Right there is a silpada mark. Kind of thought the quality was kind of nice on these, but yeah, that's silpada. Very pretty pair. Very cool pair. Little pair of, these are vermeil. I see it just says sterling on the back right there in the middle of the wheel there. The ship's wheel. Those are really cute. And then 2 pairs of post also in this lot. Put these earrings back together here. The post came off these. Got a little pair of CZ hearts, and then these. What are these? Almost looks like an elad stone, but I have no idea. Look how these do, the construction on these do kind of look Israeli. Let's see how they're signed. I just see a 925, but look at how these are made. Very crude. Intentionally sort of. Wow, I do like these. These are kind of cool. They have some nice backs with them too. Yeah, I'm thinking these actually might be Roman glass now that I'm looking at them. I think these are Roman glass. First I was thinking Elat, but I see now that they look like Roman glass. Very nice. Very well made little pair of posts. And they have a nice back on them. I like those. Alright, let me put these back in the bag, and let me get a little bag to put these in. I think Elizabeth might like those. No, I didn't look to see if these are signed at all. Don't think they are. But they are very well made. Have to check the other one because these look, these are nicely made, like they could be a branded pair. A lot of little details that they paid a lot of attention to on those, so I don't see anything on that one, but I will check the other earring. And of course they will get tested. Alright, let's move on. That was earrings. Let's go to brooches and pendants, and then we'll look at the bracelets last. Beautiful piece of art glass of some kind. Gorgeous. This looks like it came off of a native pendant or necklace or something. monogrammed tie clip. Sterling. Little stick pin. Looks like a coral thought it was mosaic. Yeah, it looks like mosaic coral. It's gorgeous. That, I am not sure that that is sterling, but I will test it. Let's see. It's actually marked to 925, so maybe it is. That does look like glass in there, art glass. Little martini pendant, kind of looks like a silpada. No, I don't see the silpada mark, but it sure looks like a silpada. I see 6.9 on it. I don't know if that's a brand, but it might be. The copyright 6.9, so that might be a brand, but cute little martini pendant. Little butterfly charm. Service to Humanity, Ashbury Hospital. Not sure on that. These look like a lot of little pieces that came off of something else, so little charms, or they came off of other necklaces. This says Morgan on the back, letter K, and it says it's a nice thick piece. It says Morgan. I don't know that brand. This is a Carol Foley piece. Foley. There is her signature right there. So one thing I'll say about Carol is this particular brand is she does things for everybody. Like she'll do some larger pendants, but she'll also do some smaller, a little more scaled down for people who don't like big, huge pieces. This looks older. I think I showed this just a few minutes ago, but wanted to come back to it. This looks older. Beautiful filigree brooch. This has a, oh, it's got a safety on it, it looks like. Got an older pen back on it. And this one's probably closer to antique than vintage also on this one. Very pretty. Gorgeous. It's a heavy one. Another little dolphin, a little bear, a little probably Does look carved, but this looks like it is probably stabilized turquoise. And this says violet. Friendship. It's enameling. It's not, it's not signed, but it totally looks like sterling, but I will definitely put these away. I will definitely, though, test everything, of course. That looks like an anklet. It is too long to be a bracelet. I'm pretty sure that is an anklet, and don't know. These are, let me see if these are glass or some kind of gemstone. Yeah, these are glass. This is really nicely made, very similar, this next one, similar to the amber bracelet I had recently in construction. Let's see if I can get it open. This one is Sunstone Imports. It's signed on the back. Some of the Sunstone Imports older items are very nice pieces. I can't get it to come open. I don't want to break it, but I will do it later. But that is pretty. Similar, like I said, to that amber bracelet I had recently in construction. Just a couple of bracelets. That's a cute bracelet. It's got a little rose right there. Come on, focus. Kind of a Nantucket style. It's a little heavier than it looks. Just another little chain style bracelet. Almost like an omega sort of link. And of course, another that's got a really cute little elephant charm on it. That's tiny. This looks like a little girl's bracelet. It's very tiny. Little girl's charm bracelet. The letter F, and it has a birthday cake, so it must have been some younger little girl's charm bracelet she received for a birthday. Looking to see if my, oh, here it is. It is a size 5 and a little less than a 5.5. So definitely a little young girl's birthday present. I'd say like a 9-year-old or something to that effect. Okay, these last two bracelets, these are the last two pieces in this lot, are probably my favorite pieces in the lot. And it just worked out that way. Hold on, I'm trying to get this bracelet off of here. This is cool. This almost looks like a, I don't know what I would even call this, a kind of a belt buckle. This is Norway sterling. Oh, this is a expensive bracelet. I'm thinking, looks like there must have been something, I don't know. I'm not really sure. But it does come off on both sides. So very unusual bracelet, but it is signed Norway, and yeah, so this is probably a very pricey piece. Anything with those marks on it is always crazy. Especially the brooches, but it's nice to actually find something that is not sterling for a chain. I mean, that is not a ring for a change. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what, see if I can find it and figure out what was on that. Okay, this is gorgeous, but this again looks small. Let's see what it's signed. Ah, guess what this is, Roberta? It's a JJ. Let's see what size it is. No, actually it is a 7. It looked smaller than that just because of the shape of it, but it is a size 7, and this is a beautiful JJ. Wow, look how gorgeous that is. So that is my final finding for the week. So not my best lot, but not my worst lot either. It did have a few higher end pieces mixed in with some of the meh stuff, but there were some really nice pieces though in between, for sure. These are all really nice, these pieces here. So happy with those. And happy with some of the other pieces. So overall, not a bad lot. Thank you, thank you, thank you for watching, everybody. I'm going to get this uploaded quick as possible and get tonight's video scheduled. So we will see you around 8 Eastern tonight on Jewelry Nurse. And again, if anything here you would be interested in, just holler and I will bring it out. And anything that didn't sell last week is still up for available. Thank you guys. Have a good week. Love you, everybody. Signing off.